Hi and welcome to this quarterly video for December 2019. I'm Steve Johnson and I'm joined in this video by Chloe Stokes, an analyst on the International Fund. Hi Chloe.
Hi Steve.
We wrote about quite a few new stocks in this latest quarterly report that have made their way into the international portfolio, and one of them is Ulta Beauty, which got a fairly brief mention in the report. Chloe, can you tell us a little bit about this business?
The best way to think about Ulta is like the Bunnings of beauty. Historically, when consumers were shopping for beauty products, they would go to chemists or department stores or single brand retailers, but there was nowhere where they could buy all of their products in one place. In 1990, the concept of Ulta was a one-stop shop for all things beauty. They now have 1,200 stores across the United States. They sell more than 20,000 products across 500 different brands at all price points.
And can you tell us how you came across this idea to start with?
So I've shopped there in the United States, and from a consumer perspective, there's a lot of things to like, but that's translated into great returns for investors over time as well. It's been on the wish list for a while. They've grown revenue at 20% per annum over the last 10 years and earnings at almost double that. So they're on a lot of lists of the best operators, the best compounders, and the like. It's always just looked a little bit too expensive, trading at 30 times earnings or higher. In August last year, on an earnings call, management downgraded their expectations based on a bit of softness in one of their end markets, which is cosmetics. The next day, the stock price fell 30%, and it was trading at around 20 times earnings, which I thought was an attractive price point for this kind of business.
Now, you said there that the management downgraded growth expectations in the near term. Why aren't you worried about that from an investment perspective? You're still paying 20 times earnings for this company.
I think a lot of investors, and especially in the United States, are very focused on trying to forecast next quarter's earnings. I don't have much of an opinion on that. What I do think is that in 10 years' time, people, both men and women, are going to be spending more money on skincare and cosmetics, and I'm pretty confident that Ulta can continue growing share there.
Now, it's been an amazingly successful business for a long time, very low capital costs in rolling out stores, and being the US, you've had a huge store rollout story. One of the issues in retail is when that growth comes to an end, these businesses can deteriorate quite quickly. Are you worried about the runway here for Ulta, given it's already got 1,200 stores?
Not really, and the answer to that is twofold. Management have been very clear about their plan in the United States to open between 1,500 and 1,700 stores. Even at the lower end of that, it's a 20% increase on the current store base, and international is still completely untapped. I think there's a big opportunity there, and last year in May, management announced that they would test an expansion into Canada. They haven't done too much there yet, but it's on the cards, and I think there are a lot of other markets where it makes sense as well.
Now, we can't talk retail without talking about the 1,000-pound gorilla, Amazon. I'm sure people are talking about Amazon in cosmetics. How do you see that threat to this business?
I think Amazon is a real threat for any business, and it's definitely something we should be thinking about. I think skincare and cosmetics are two categories that are a little bit more insulated. They're very tactile products. Consumers want to go into store, they want to touch and feel, and a lot of the time they're not repurchasing like for like. They want to look at new products and try new things. So I think that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. And Ulta has its own e-commerce site and a loyalty program with over 33 million members. So I think if consumers really want to shop online, they can do that at Ulta.
Well, thanks, Chloe. This is a fantastic, not so little business that fits nicely into that bucket of high quality stocks that we've got in the International Fund. And if you read the latest quarterly report, you'll see we've been able to add quite a few of late. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next quarter.